For your home exercise program, the following are some exercises for some nice progressions to get you back into running. We're going to start off with a progressive core strengthening exercise. What I want you to try to do is go into side plank position with your bottom leg bent and top leg straight. From here, I want you to lift yourself up nice and tall. Then once you get into that tall side plank position, try to drop your top hip back and down to where if I'm on my left side right now, I'm thinking about getting my left hip towards my left heel. Almost like I'm doing like a lunge or a squat on that top leg and then back down. So again, I'm gonna go into side plank position, and then now that I'm here, I feel the side of my hip working really hard. I'm gonna dip down into like a little bit of a lunge or squat with that top leg and then back down. All right, try to complete that 8 or 10 times. Next exercise, we're gonna work on a tall kneeling position. You can do this in front of a countertop or table. I wanna turn my hips towards my front leg. I wanna hold onto the table in front of me just a little bit for extra support, and then I'm gonna stand up and back down. The front foot is straight and flat, the back foot is straight, and I'm really thinking about pushing my big toe into the ground there. So again, hips turned towards the front leg, lightly holding onto a table in front of you for support, stand up, and then come on back down. Try to complete that 8 times on each side for 2 rounds. Now we're gonna move into some plyometrics. Plyometrics are basically just jumping and landing on one foot, and we're trying to work on some stability for this exercise. So the first one is gonna be I jump with both my feet and land on just one leg. So jump with 2 feet, land on one leg. Now the trick here is I'm trying to land with my big toe first, and I'm trying to turn my body simultaneously into that front leg. So jump, twisting to the front leg, and then back. So I'm trying to stick the landing, jump, back, okay? So back and forth, 10 on each leg for 2 rounds. Next plyometric, I'm gonna go side to side now. So I'm gonna work on jumping to the left, jumping to the right. So there should be a point where I have no feet on the ground and I just land on one foot. As I get better at this, I'm gonna turn my body towards whatever leg is on the ground. I'm also gonna try to think about keeping my feet relatively straight. So for this exercise, think about going each way about 10 or 12 times for 2 rounds. If you go faster, further, and higher, it's gonna be a little bit more challenging. So you gauge it based off how you feel and what you're able to control. Finally, we're gonna work on jumping up and then straight down. So we're not going forward or side to side. We're just gonna go down into a squat. We're gonna think about pushing our knees out to the side just a little bit, and then jump and land on one foot. When you land, think about toe first or like in front of your foot first, and really think about keeping that foot nice and straight. On your right leg especially, when you land, try to stick the landing without letting that knee whip in, okay? So don't let that knee whip in too much. If you want to do this in front of a mirror so you can see yourself, that's totally fine. So again, squat, knees out a little bit, land the one foot, and then back. Squat, jump, land on one foot, and then back. Try to do 10 reps on each leg, and then you're all done. Give it a try, and I'll see you in a week.